Alright guys, welcome back. In this video we will be working or continuing the work on the GitHub landing page that we started or built actually in the last video. And specifically what I wanted to tackle in this one is the tooltip that's used on their navigation bar. And we're going to try and rebuild that for our version of the website simply using HTML and CSS, no JavaScript, no libraries, nothing. Just keep it simple there. All right, so let's get started. The very first thing we need is obviously the HTML for a tooltip like that. We need a sort of wrapper and we need a couple of links. So let's start by adding that tooltip. Let's just create a wrapper for it. Just call it tooltip. And then we are going to add a couple of links that I already wrote down. I'll just copy them in there. So this is what we need. Whoops. Yep. Okay, so just the tooltip wrapper with a couple of anchor tags and the according links in it. That's everything we need for our HTML, and this is going to create our tooltip. The way we're going to go about this is by making this tooltip appear as soon as we hover over our link. That's the basic logic behind it. So let's go into our CSS file here and let's just create a comment saying tooltip. And the very first thing we need to do is, let's see. Okay, let's start off by styling the actual tooltip itself before we go into anything else. Display should for now be flex. I'll explain later why that is important. We'll set a fixed height and a fixed width as well. I think that's fine in this case. We need a simple background color, white in this case. Opacity, no. We can set the color of the links right in here, I think. Let's see. Flex direction. Oh, yeah, it's already appearing there, and it's obviously messing up our whole navigation because it's interfering with the DOM, with the website's flow essentially. So what we're going to do is, let's see, position absolute. So we fix that. All right, that is better. And we should probably say dot tooltip and a, and then just make those links readable by giving them a color. Wait, oh. What's going on? Why am I not seeing my tooltip A? Let's see. Position color, blah, 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 blah. All right. Wait, where are the links? Ah, there. Okay, there are the links. Okay, let's go ahead. Flex direction column. All right, that's looking better. Flex direction column. Let's see. And we need, let's say, justify content space between, I think. Well, yeah. We can give it some border radius. Okay. And we can Wait a second. Something is still pretty weird about it. Let's see. Let's give them flex. That should fix it. Flex 1, nope. Let's see. Flex 1. Let's set their font size. Is it even doing anything for the links? Yes. Okay. At least something there. Padding. I guess we have to reset the padding there. Right. There we go. That's better. Okay. Padding, and then the tooltip itself needs some padding as well. Let's see. Let's go with 10 pixels on the top and the bottom and 0. Okay. And then let's see. Add a box shadow to it. Let's just say 0, 0, 45, and then RGBA 0 and 0. Well, let's keep it at 0.5. Okay. Now, concerning the links need to have, let's see, the links need to have flex 1, that's done already. Align items center. Okay. Let's give them some padding left, so they're not out to the left hand side that much. Okay. That's good. Align item center, that's also fine. Let's give them some margins. So they should have 0 on the top, then 10 pixels to the right and the left, like that. Okay. Let's see, padding 10. Okay. Something's still looking off there. Let's see, inspect. Right. They need to be display flags themselves. So we can, yes. So we can kind of center the text inside of each A tag, as you can see. Okay, that's looking good. So we set display flags and height and width, background color. Color is actually not working. So let's remove it from there and apply it here. No, like that. Perfect. So background color is set. Obviously we can change that to white now. And then flex direction should be column. Space between to space them out. Border radius, some padding, and the box shadow. So pretty simple stuff there. And the tooltip itself is also display flags, has align items center to it. I don't mean the tooltip, the links themselves. They are display flags, they have align items center to them. Flex 1 to give them equal, to give all of the links equal size, so they split up the dimension between them equally. Set font size, reset the padding, padding left or right. So let's see, that's 0, 0, 0, and then 15 pixels. So we can remove, 10 actually. So we can remove that one. And then margin, they have 0 and 10 on both sides. And the color is also set. All right. They can obviously also get some border radius. Let's see, 4 pixels, and we'll see that in a minute as well, because we want to do a hover effect for them as well. So we say .tooltip a, and then hover, and then we can simply say background color RGBA 0, and then just 0.1 maybe. Awesome. And then maybe remove the transition because it seems kind of slow to me. All right, nice. And that's also why it's important to have like proper margins here, and or actually maybe we can, let's see, 10. If we just put that to 10 as well, and then can leave those out, that should also work. Well, kind of. Let's see. Padding. Padding is 10 pixels everywhere, and we have 10 there. Why is this looking off then? Let's see. They have margin. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, we can just reset the margin to 0. And this should fix it. Yep. Okay, that's a little better. So that's that. Okay, so this is done. Let's add a small little detail there, which is the little triangle that you usually get on these tooltips. GitHub actually doesn't have one, but let's just include it here because I think that's also interesting to see how that works. So what we essentially have to do is create a pseudo element. So dot tooltip, and then before, and we need to set its content to nothing because it doesn't actually have a content, it's just a div. Yeah, it kind of functions as a div, but it's not in the DOM, it's a pseudo element. Display should be block, width should be set to 20 pixels, and height as well. We can just give it some border radius, let's say 3 pixels, and then because it's like a rectangle, we need to obviously rotate it in order to get a triangle form, or triangle shape actually. So transform rotate by 45 degrees. Whoops. 45 degrees. Because half of it will be covered by the tooltip and the other half will just stick out as a triangle. Let's see, background color, let's just set it to red for now. There you go. And we can set its position to absolute, and that's it for now. Let's see, let's position the tooltip now. So it needs to be positioned absolutely, and we need to, okay, navigation has position relative, so the tooltip will be positioned relatively to the, it will be positioned relatively to the navigation. So what we can just say is like top, we can just say top 65 pixels to move it down a little, and left can be 25 pixels, like that. That's about right. And now we can go ahead and position the tooltip as well, the little rectangle there. we can just say that this one is supposed to be top. Let's just give a negative value there to move it up a little. Yep. So just a little triangle there sticks out, and left, just give it 70 pixels to push it to the right. Okay, that's not the center, but I think that looks fine. If we turn this white now, we get the desired effect. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, the last thing that's left is to actually implement the hover functionality there. So what we will do is say tooltip, what we will say is when a navigation link is hovered. Just give me a second here. All right. When a navigation link is hovered, we want it to target a sibling of it, which is, that's why we'd use a plus. If it was a child, we would use this symbol, but we use a plus because the tooltip is a sibling of the navigation. No, it's a sibling of the link. Yeah, that's the link and that's the sibling, which is the tooltip. So we use a plus and we say .tooltip. And in this case, we would have to change it to display flex. And now we have to change this display flex from the beginning to display none, because we don't want it to be displayed. And then when we hover over a link, we want it to get display flex and essentially be displayed. Let's see if this works. Awesome. Okay. One thing we need to add, because as you can see, if I try to interact with the tooltip, it disappears again. So what we need to add is say comma and just say .tooltip hover. So if the tooltip itself is hovered, we also want it to give display flex, because we are exiting the link and we're hovering now the tooltip, and obviously in that case it should also have display flex, so it's visible and it remains visible. All right, as far as I know, we are done here. That works pretty well. Obviously we can just probably take the same thing and apply it there, for example. And in this case, we would have to, let's see. Okay, we would have to specify something there. So .tooltip, let's see, 2, and give this a class of link. Which one is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Link 5. And then we'll say if .link 5 is hovered, take tooltip 2 and give it display flex. Let's see if this works. Whoops, what's happening? Tooltip 2, right. So it needs to have tooltip class and the tooltip 2 class, so the styles are applied there as well. Let's see, specify that tooltip and tooltip 1, and this is link 1. Link 1, okay, let's see. So if .link 1 is hovered, take tooltip 1 and apply display flex to it. If link 5 is hovered, take tooltip 2 and apply display flex to it. And that's not work. No, it does work. Yes, guys, it does work. But what we need to do is say .tooltip 2 and just change the left value there to, for example, 200 pixels. Wait, why? Let's see. Oh, probably because we are overwriting the style. Let's see. This is really, it's not clean what I'm doing here, so maybe you shouldn't implement this into a proper project, but like the overall concept works, and I guess if you refine it, you should be fine. So let's see, tooltip 2 is an ID, so hashtag and oh, tooltip. Oh, actually maybe it worked. Oh man. There we go. Remove that. Let's see. Should be back to dot and this as well. Let's see if this works. Yes, there we go. Okay. Let's increase this to 400. Yeah. 350. Yeah. Okay. So this is working and this is working as well, and obviously we could like just take a couple of those out of there, so we have lots of links there. Oh, okay. So what we need to do in this case is specify a different height for this one. That's why we probably shouldn't hard code the height, but whatever, let's just keep it as it is for now. That should be okay. All right, awesome. Well, at least it's working. It's not perfect. We could also take this and just copy it there and then remove this here. And that should still work. Yeah. All right, awesome. Okay, I hope you guys learned something. I was kind of misorganized in this one. I don't know why. It's probably too late already. But it's fine. If you enjoyed this one, definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, I'll make sure to answer. And also, if you have any suggestions, just leave it down in the comments below and I'll make sure to cover the topics if I can. And yeah, other than that, stay safe and we'll see us in the next video. Bye.